Last night, pretty handily by a really good team from Pittsfield, Massachusetts. Both games Friday and Saturday, 1 o'clock Eastern Time on ESPN. The winner on Saturday gets a chance to go to Williamsport. That's the place my good buddy Dave Belisle's been as a manager twice before, back in 2011 and 14. We know the face, the body looks really good, the voice, the accent, all that stuff. There's a lot of things that go into winning this thing. So when you look at this region, tell us what you think so far.
Well, I think Massachusetts, they've been flexing their muscles since they got here. Evan Blake is going to be a pleasure for you to watch. Against New Hampshire, he struck out 10. He's a presence on the mound. And at the plate, he's banged out a couple home runs. A big one against Rhode Island, a good Rhode Island team. So look for Massachusetts.
Yeah. All right, when you think about Fairfield, this is a team that's been the dominant team from the state of Connecticut. Since 2010, they've been here 7 times. So they flex their muscles. They haven't been able to win it all in Williamsport, but they do have this formula for getting to Williamsport, don't they?
Yes, they do. I talked to Coach Gooley, and his team is ready. His team did not perform up to expectations levels in the first game, but he bounced back with a great performance against Maine.
Saw the pitcher from that first game when I saw him yesterday. He said, yeah, I hit 3 guys. I said, only 3? That's it? But he was joking, and they're ready to go again today. When you think about this team from New Hampshire, it's not as if they haven't been here. 11, 14. Last year they were here. 3 kids from last year's team back. That's a big deal, isn't it?
It sure is when you can have 3 guys coming back to help out the young squad. And they will be the difference makers today for New Hampshire. They'll need their leadership. As a coach, boy, it's a blessing to have those 3.
Well, Cam Hyzak was one of those guys, big number 22, and this was good for 4 runs in a 13-0 victory over Vermont, a grand slam. His dad's one of the coaches, and we'll have much more on New Hampshire and Connecticut as we get set to play an elimination game here at the Bristol Regional. Little League World Series coverage continues. First pitch is coming up.
The Little League World Series on ESPN is presented by Dick's Sporting Goods. Every season starts at Dick's, and in part by the Honda Odyssey, official vehicle of Little League since 1996.
Win or lose, it's how you play the game. With everything you got. No energy saved, no emotion held back.
That one is to left. They play shallow.
And that's what baseball is. A game. A kid's game that says summertime and the innocent time of life.
Ripped to right field. This one's deep, and it is gone.
That gives us moments to cherish and life lessons to follow forever.
Hope you've been enjoying all of our Little League World Series softball and baseball coverage. Such a terrific time of the year. Fairfield, Connecticut, and Goffstown, New Hampshire with Dave Belisle, Carl Ravitch as we are set for an elimination game. Take a look at the division at a glance. This is part of Little League International. 6 teams, a modified double elimination tournament. Boys, girls, 10 to 13. Games are 6 innings, and there is a minimum mandatory play rule. If you have players less than 11, you got to have the guys or girls get into the game in the 4th inning. So we don't have any situations where players get left out of a game. Fairfield, Connecticut, my goodness, have they been here a lot. Since 2010, 7 times, and it feels like a home game. Just 49 miles southeast of Bristol, Connecticut. It's on the coast of Long Island Sound, and John Mayer, James Blake, Justin Long, plus these little boys who will become heroes very quickly. Let's meet them. Let's go!
Hi, my name is Jeff Gooley, and I am the manager for Fairfield American.
Hi, I'm Mike Donahue, first base coach for Fairfield American.
I'm Scott Balkin, bench coach, Fairfield American. Meet the boys.
Hi, my name's Gavin McGuire, and there's no crying in baseball.
Hi, my name's Timothy Mizio, and I have the voice of an angel.
Hi, my name's Eli Balkin, and I eat 35 apples a week.
Hi, my name's Drew Gusson, and I swim competitively.
Hi, my name's Liam Grady, and my favorite athlete is Ricky Bobby.
If you ain't first, you're last.
Hi, I'm Pierce Coles at Buckets Win Baseball Games.
Buckets! Hi, my name's Timmy Donahue, and my favorite food is Krabby Patties.
Who lives in a pineapple under the sea?
Hi, my name is Will Myers, and my favorite movie is Step Brothers.
Did we just become best friends?
Hi, my name's Robbie Donahue, and my favorite athlete is Ham Porter.
You're killing me, Smalls.
Hi, my name's Dustin Walters, and my favorite video game is MLB The Show 18.
Motivation, that's my motivation.
Hi, my name's John Morris, and my nickname is Johnny P.
Johnny P is at my door.
Hi, my name is Charlie Yates, and I speak Mandarin Chinese. Womenzoba.
Let's go.
Hi, my name is Aiden Gooley, and my dog's name is Fenway. Let's go Red Sox.
Let's go Yankees.
Great personalities already on display. That's a Ravitch and Belisle deal there, too. Belisle, a Rhode Islander who's a fan of the Yankees. All right, Logan Simmons is going to be on the mound. He's pitched in a lot of big games, and they feel very comfortable from Goffstown having Logan, the lefty, at 5'4", 95 in a game like this.
And he pitched in last year's tournament, Carl, and we saw him. This is the guy you want on the mound today in an elimination game. He's poised, he throws strikes, he keeps his defense alive by throwing strikes. He's not overpowerful, but boy, does he locate.
Just to think how far these teams have come through districts, through states, now the regionals, and today one will advance to play tomorrow, the other will advance to get in the car and head back home. John Morris, the right fielder, leads things off for Connecticut. And anytime you can throw a first pitch strike, kind of calm the nerves down. Good start there for Logan Simmons.
And speaking of good starts, that's what Fairfield needs. They didn't have one against their opponent in Rhode Island that first game, but the second game against Maine, they were awesome. So get it going early, boys.
Called strike, and it's 1-2. David, of course, took teams from Cumberland, Rhode Island to the Little League World Series in Williamsport in 2011, 2014. And that experience certainly helped in 14, given you had done it before in 11. And these teams are very familiar with this, even if they haven't played here, and clearly 3 kids from New Hampshire have. But the expectations in these two towns.
Absolutely.
Fouled at the plate.
True, Carlin. Incredible pride in these programs. And that helps. You know, you've got a lot of alumni. These kids are coming out here watching their teams play. And they set the standard.
Off-speed pitch, good one in there, and John Morris is a strikeout, victim of Logan Simmons.
Great stop for Simmons, what he does best. Pounds the strike zone, keeps them off balance, just like this pitch right here. Looking fastball, and you get that. Nice location.
Frozen pizza at the plate. We're not moving. Here's Pierce Cowles, he's the shortstop. Pierce was the young man that pitched in that game and said, I hit 3 guys, and he kind of smiled. Like, only 3? I could have done a lot better than that. Said, I'm more comfortable at shortstop. And then the coaches say, yeah, he just said that because he didn't have a good game. He really likes to pitch.
Very resilient, these young boys.
Good fastball, and ahead of Pierce Cowles now 1-2.
Simmons looks really good. And that's a great start for New Hampshire. If they can get in the dugout, keeping this aggressive Fairfield team off the base paths, get back in there, get the bats in your hand, and go to work. You've seen it. Teams that stop fast in this tournament, they go.
Cowles was on the breaking ball. What do you think about those high socks there, David? Like that?
I like it.
Pierce wearing the high red socks.
Yep, 67 socks right there.
We've got some guys on this team that refuse to wear the red socks because they're Yankee fans. Not doing that. He's gone on another pitch outside the zone, but he got it a chase and a good start. Logan Simmons 2 up and 2 down by the strikeout.
Experience, it makes a difference. 2 strikes, elevates the ball in the outer half. And an aggressive hitter. You got to protect, but a good location.
Breaking ball in there for a strike. Simmons working quickly and throwing a lot of strikes through 13 pitches. Charlie Yates. 0-2.
Keeping it to the outer half. On all Fairfield hitters right here, just keeping it to the outer half.
10 of the 14 pitches have been strikes. Here comes pitch 15. That one's inside. He tugged it a little bit. But he's gotten ahead of every one of his batters so far.
Love the pace of Little League Baseball, Kyle.
Yeah.
Take it, grab it, throw it, hit it.
So does the commissioner of Major League Baseball. Loves the pace of Little League Baseball. Rob Manfred and company will bring Major League Baseball back to Williamsport. Another Little League Classic between the Mets and the Phillies. 2 weeks from Sunday. That one just missed, David.
Just missed. But again, mixing it up. He's going with the fastball in the inner half. Slow stuff, keeping it away. Looks in command and focused.
Out of play. You got a couple of opportunities to bring teams here to Bristol. Just a phenomenal facility that's been around a quarter of a century. As they celebrate that anniversary, we'll have more on that through the course of our telecast. Called strike 3, and Logan Simmons does a yeoman's type job in the first inning. He strikes out Morris, Cowles, and Yates. Let's go to the dugout and see if we can get some runs. That was impressive.
Impressive. The K Club. All good.
Fairfield about 45 minutes away from New York, and Goffstown about 45 minutes away from Boston. The kids from New Hampshire set to come to the plate after an awfully impressive top half of the first inning from their pitcher, Logan Simmons. Simmons will bat second when they come to the plate. About 18,000 call Goffstown home. Back in 1761, it was incorporated, named after Colonel John Goff. Now the kids who call that town home.
Hi, my name is Ryan Simmons, and I'm the manager of Goffstown, New Hampshire.
Hi, I'm Jim Hyzak. I'm coach for Goffstown, New Hampshire.
Hi, I'm Bill Baggs, coach for Goffstown, New Hampshire. And here's our boys.
My name is Nate Kyle. My favorite food is buffalo wings. Hi, my name is Alex Madras, and I can do the floss.
Hi, my name is James Baggs, and I can do the wiggle. Hi, my name is Logan Simmons, and I like country music.
Yeah!
Hi, my name is Ryan Strand, and I like mac and cheese.
Yum! Yum!
Hi, my name is Brandon Lambert. Get out me swamp.
Hi, my name is Will Patton, and I like Skittles.
Taste the rainbow!
Hi, my name is Max Willett, and I'm better than Cam Hyzak at Fortnite.
Not true.
Hi, my name is Will Prokowski, and I love Asian noodles.
Hi, my name is Cam Hyzak, and I take dubs in Fortnite.
Hi, my name is Isaac Morin. My friends call me Zeke, and I throw a dirty curveball.
It's filthy!
Hi, my name is Maddox Strick, and they call me Smiley.
Cheese!
Hi, my name is Jay Clardy, and I lost my voice.
What?
Kids from New Hampshire have shown a great deal of personality. Fortnite and floss dancing. That seems to be what 2018 is going to be about. Here's Charlie Yates, who uniquely speaks Mandarin Chinese, one of the most difficult languages to learn. He speaks it. Now he's going to try to speak baseball and throw some strikes and keep his team in it after a really good start from Logan Simmons. We'll see what Charlie Yates has to offer.
Well, Charlie's the same way as Mr. Simmons. He needs to locate his fastball and throw that off-speed stuff to keep them off balance. But good stop for New Hampshire. Let's see if it transfers into some offensive explosions here. But what a good inning for Simmons. Come on, Charlie, you can do your stuff too here.
Here's Ryan Strand. He's the shortstop, leads things off. Big boy looks at a fastball. 5'9", 115 pounds. Best athlete on the team. And he was one of the 3 that were here last year.
And the 3 of them that were here last year, Kyle, they were one of the better players last year. Here they are back again, so that makes a huge difference. And we saw Simmons doing his thing. Just missing the outside. Strand doing the job.
For a strike for Charlie Yates, for the home plate umpire, who very communicative told the pitcher, just get it up a little bit, it'll be called a strike. Here's the 3-1. And that one deep to center field. Going back is Gooley. It's over his head. It's over the wall. Ryan Strand a home run to make it 1-0 New Hampshire.
Well, Mr. Simmons first, and now Mr. Strand at the plate. What a stop for New Hampshire, taking a high fastball and belting it over the fence here. And that's not easy with these new bats, Carl. I mean, that was smashed out there. What a beautiful piece of hitting. What a great start. Just a great stop for New Hampshire. Look at Mom. Be proud, Mom. Be proud.
All right, here's the pitcher, Logan Simmons. Now will bat with the lead. Could not have asked for a better start for New Hampshire in this elimination game.
And Charlie Yates, he's got to forget about it. Got to concentrate on the next hitter.
I'm Charlie. I'm going to privately have a conversation with the home plate ump. Say, you know what? You wanted me to get it up. See what happened when I threw it up there?
He did say get it up.
I got to keep it down.
Love the respect between the umpires and catchers, even at this level over here when the young boy gets, the catchers get foul tips. They go out there, toss the ball to the pitcher.
I'm into the Eric Stone cipher. Communication. I love it. There's no gray area here. This is the deal. I get the pitcher, you stay here. You okay? Catching the finger. Get that ball up, it'll be a strike. 2-2. Off speed, pulled foul.
Every time I come up to these tournaments, I'm amazed at the play of the catches. All of them. Just so fundamentally sound. Especially blocking the balls. Benizio's a good one. I've been watching for 3 days. Good receiver of the ball.
That's another hit. What a start for Goffstown, New Hampshire. A home run, and now Logan Simmons, whose dad's one of the coaches. He's on with a single. So 2 up and 2 hits.
Not a bad pitch by Yates right there on the inner half, but Simmons does a nice job keeping his hands in, driving it up the middle. It's not a bad pitch. Look at that, right on that ball. Good stroke, good follow through, good start.
No doubt Braden Lambert's the catcher, the number 3 hitter. Called strike. See Timmy Demetrio run out with the ball, just in case Logan Simmons has ideas of running. Mom Wendy, dad Jason. A brother who's 15, a sister who's 17. Lays down a punt, that's foul, strike 2.
You saw how fast Demizio was on that ball. Quick as a cat. Both these teams lost their first game and didn't play particularly well, but they got the juices flowing in this one. They got their mojo back.
That one misses, throw it on to first, nothing doing there. Lambert, the catcher, he's a fan, like so many kids from New Hampshire, of the Red Sox, but rather than identify one of the Red Sox as his favorite player, he identified Yadier Molina. So loyal to the catchers.
Try right there by Charlie.
(5-3, 102). They call them sticks. You can kind of understand why. That one's fouled off at the plate. Making Charlie Yates do some work here in the first inning. Nobody out, 17 pitches in.
We'll be talking about it, Cal. Pitch count, pitch count, pitch count. But in an elimination game, you need your horses like Charlie to try to go the distance. Give us innings.
Because you're going to have to win 3 games in a row.
That's right.
Today, you have to win tomorrow, you have to win Saturday. Call, strike 3, and the throw to first, not in time. But the first out of the game is a Lambert strikeout.
And a big strikeout, big strikeout. Got to make Charlie feel really good right now. Concentrate. Black out what happened. Tap the next hitter. Make your pitch.
Now the power hitters come up for New Hampshire. It's going to be Cam Hyzak who came up. Cam Hyzak hit a grand slam against Vermont. And showed you that at the top of our telecast in a 13-0 game. And a big kid at 5'7", 140. He's the third baseman. His dad, who's the coach, also a big fella and had some college football experience playing at Iowa for the Hawkeyes. It's a pretty big-time program.
That is a big-time program. I like the run behind him. That was a good swing right there by Hyzak. Beauty.
Fouls another one off. His mom, Karen. Take a look at Jim. So you say you want to run behind him?
Well, if I'm going to run in football, I want to run behind him. I don't want to run.
What position do you think he played on that team?
Don't tell me.
Lineman? Is that what you're thinking?
I'm thinking that, but then again, they're also big and strong. What was he?
Guess.
What are you going to say? He's a kicker?
He was the punter. How about that?
Well, he never got knocked down after he punted. I can tell you that much.
He told me earlier about that Rose Bowl experience. He said, not many people can say this, but I had a punt blocked in the Rose Bowl, returned for a touchdown against me. Washington went out to a 33-7 lead, and Hayden Fry's Hawkeyes made it real close. They ended up losing 46-34.
Is that from memory you just mentioned, or you did some?
I talked to him.
Oh,
I asked him. No, I haven't committed the 1991 Rose Bowl to memory. But I was curious, how does a kid from New Hampshire end up in Iowa? Look out. That one's ball 4, so first and second. And he said he had other players from his high school recruited and do well at Iowa. So as a result, they kind of built up credibility with the program. Hey, I think we got a punter. And that's what got Iowa to go to Goffstown, New Hampshire, or Nashua, where I think he grew up, and get him on the team.
You know, only he can tell a story like that, you know, and admit his mistakes, because no one's going to question it.
Yeah, I will be honest with you. He didn't exactly admit a mistake. He did say we had this kind of crazy line figure where we let guys just charge me. I had to get rid of it.
All right? You're at 20 pitches. You can come back tomorrow. All right? Pierce, you're going to come in. Oh, hey, come here. You did a good job. We're gonna stop it right here. All right? We're gonna mix it up. Throw Pierce. Want me to take that? You're good. You're good. This is about team, right? You're gonna pitch tomorrow now.
For Connecticut
now at just throwing strikes, okay? Just throwing strikes. Just throwing strikes. Turn 2 middle. Turn 2.
So 1 out, 2 on, and you can hear the strategy there from the manager. Going to save our guy for tomorrow. Now we need to get to tomorrow. All right, so there's Charlie Yates. You see the 25-pitch count for him. He started his last batter at pitch number 19. And the magic number to come back the next day is 20. As you see, 1 through 20, 0 days rest. So he, if they win, you heard the manager tell you he's going to pitch tomorrow. If they do well, or if they decide to take him out after 20, which they wouldn't tomorrow, he couldn't pitch in 3 consecutive days. So tomorrow, assuming Fairfield can get there, we'll see Charlie Yates pitch. And then it'll do it for him as a pitcher here in Bristol. But it's now on Pierce Cowell's shoulders. And he faces Will Perkowski. Had a big 3-run home run in that game against Vermont. First pitch, nearly got by Timmy DiMizio, but he held up. So this is kind of a big first inning here for both teams.
But like you talked about earlier, it's a game within a game. It's not only this game, it's the next game. I know you have to win this one. But at 20 pitches, you have to make a decision here. Looked like he was struggling a little. He's a good pitcher, and you heard Coach Gould, I got you tomorrow. You got to send those messages of confidence that we're going to be playing tomorrow, especially for the boy who was just pitching.
Back up the middle, off the glove of the pitcher. We got to play it first, and we make it. Nice job by Liam Grady as he took the deflected ball off the glove of Pierce Cowells. And now they're 1 out away from getting out of it.
Nice play out there. A beauty. Grady goes over, that's a deflection, makes a good play. Stays with it, gets a big out.
And now Max Ouellette, the center fielder. That's some good heat there. It's in there for a strike. Cowles pitched in their first game, the loss. He's the one that said, yeah, I hit 3 guys. That one gets by. It takes a high hop off the fence, and it's going to allow the second run, Logan Simmons, to come in and score.
And that's a big run right there early. They had a good first inning so far for New Hampshire. They want to stay aggressive. That one just got away.
Wild pitch, and then it did not take a good bounce off of the backstop. In fact, it went so high up off the fence, easy for Simmons to come in. Demizio's got to use that quick glove because the ball's coming in hard off of Pierce Cowles' right arm.
Well, that's going to look for something down the middle here.
Got it, and that one is going to get through, and the third run of the game comes in. Max Ouellette with a big RBI, and Hyzak scores to make it 3-zip.
That's a nice job by Max. Falling behind the count. Taking advantage of the count was Max, and he drilled him right between the shortstop and the third baseman. Good piece of hitting right there, being aggressive, waiting for his pitch, and driving it and driving in a big run early.
It's amazing how quickly it changes, Dave. We were 1 out away from getting out of the inning with just 1 run, then a wild pitch, and then a single, and instead of being out of it 1-zip, now it's 3-0. They're going to bring up Maddox Turk. He's going to bat in the spot of James Baggs, so Maddox Turk. They call him Smiley because he's always got a smile on his face. Sends that one into the concession area.
And Pierce has got to settle down. He has settled his whole team down. Can't let it get out of hand early in the game. It's still 3-0. It's still plenty of time, but it's important to stem the tide right here. Get your team back in the dugout, regroup. But if you're New Hampshire, keep it on. Put the foot on the gas.
I like Demizio. He's not afraid, Dave, to throw it down there.
No, he's not.
3-0 New Hampshire. We're in the bottom of the first, an elimination game. There's a pitch, swing on and missed, and he is out. So Maddox Turk came in, got his at bat, and he is gone. But how about a start for Goffstown, New Hampshire? They got a terrific start from Logan Simmons. He struck out the side. Then the leadoff hitter, Ryan Strand, goes big fly to left, and Goffstown's got a 3-0 lead early here in Bristol. Welcome back, everyone. It was in June of 1993. The A. Bartlett Giamatti Leadership Training Center broke ground. The idea was to, as the former Major League Baseball commissioner's namesake, build a facility where we can host baseball. And look what it has turned into today. Now hosts both this New England and Mid-Atlantic Regional. They have a huge swimming pool, a recreational center. And not only the players that have come through on teams, as we take a look at some of them. Chris Drury was here in 1989. Jason Marquis, South Shore American Little League out on the island. Todd Frazier, of course, from New Jersey, will be part of that Little League Classic. And we had Monet Davis, who took really the world by storm in 2014. And then, of course, was really the story. It felt like, forget the year that she was in Williamsport, she was the Little League story. And there was like a umbrella effect for what, 3-4 years? Everybody talked about Monet Davis. People still mention it.
Absolutely. And my team was part of that 2014 year, and Monet was a special player.
And person.
Oh,
great person. Really handled all that. There was a lot.
We really did. We got to know her and got to follow her up to Williamsport, but she was special here and special in Williamsport. And like you just said, she handled herself extremely well. She didn't put the attention on herself. She always complimented her team.
Breaking pitch. Wow, good one in there. And Robbie Donahue was completely fooled by it. Yeah, I felt like we had been let in on a secret by covering the regional here in Bristol before we got to Williamsport, and Davis and everyone else was exposed to the rest of the world. You're like, wait till you see her pitch. And most people are a little skeptical of that.
Yeah, well, the secret got out in a hurry because she made her name here. She was dominant. She was dominant. And speaking of dominant, Mr. Simmons is on.
4 up, 4 down.
We were talking earlier about the Giamatti Center. This is a wonderful, wonderful experience here in Bristol. And again, I had two teams that come here, and you don't know what to expect, but the expectation level, it turns into a dream. They treat you so perfect. Very hospitable people here. The accommodations are second to none. The major leaguers.
Timmy DiMizio, swing and a miss. Logan Simmons locating his pitches really well, and they've expanded the zone a little bit.
But someone like Logan, who's been here before, he wants more. He wants to go to the next level. He tasted it last year, came close. He was one of the leaders, and now he's on the mound giving his team a chance to advance. And he's doing his job.
Timmy DiMizio, they call him Dizzy, looks at a breaking ball that just misses, and the first base runner of the day for Fairfield, Connecticut. Pretty close pitch. Hey, a lot more elimination games. Montana takes on Idaho at 3 Eastern Time. Ohio and Kentucky at 5 o'clock Eastern Time. Back here for Maryland and Clinton County, Pennsylvania. And then we go out west for Hawaii, Nevada to cap it off. ESPN, the home of the Little League Regionals and then the Little League World Series. Big appetite right now, I think, for Little League baseball. Take your mind off of so many things to watch these kids play the game and enjoy the game as the summer winds down.
I love the way ESPN presents it too. Love the openings when the kids introduce themselves. And they have fun doing it. It just loosens you up.
Well, the off-speed pitch, you can see Logan Simmons getting a little kind of frustrated. He's happy about that. Third base umpire said he went, so that's a strike. But strike zone a little tighter than Logan maybe saw it in the first, but I don't think the hitters are swinging at some of those pitches they were. Whew. Tough pitch there, and Aiden Gooley is retired. He heads back to the bench. 5 outs, all of them via the strikeout.
Dominating performance. This is up and in high. When you get ahead of the hitters, you can do pitches like that. You can perfect it like that. You're going to be successful.
Will Myers will bat. It was scheduled to be Liam Grady, but Will Myers will bat in his place. Both these teams, each with 4 substitutes. A little late on the fastball. Interesting, you live in the state of Connecticut like I do, and you hear so much about the Little League teams in Fairfield. This was one of those Fairfield teams. They didn't win as 10-year-olds. They didn't win at all as 11-year-olds, and yet they peak at 12 and they get back here. So there weren't a ton of expectations, although there's always expectations now around Fairfield American. But just to get back and win the state championship.
It takes, sometimes it takes one game, one bounce, one good moment to send you off. The next thing you know, you're on a train ride that takes you here in this tournament, especially when you have tradition like Fairfield. And it's also intimidating for other teams that are playing them too. Sometimes they're playing them, so, oh no, here we go again.
They're back.
No, they're back. Oh, don't let them get started. You know, so there's a mentality, I think, more so on the other side.
Ooh, he likes that high strike, and that's where that one went. He has retired 6, all of them via the strikeout. One man left on base. The only blemish for Logan Simmons, it was a walk, but he has struck out 6, including the latest, Will Myers. Back with this elimination game after this break. Take this time to congratulate all the state champions. Of course, Connecticut on the field right now, but this region's got teams from more than just Connecticut and New Hampshire. So we send out a high five to the team from Coventry, Rhode Island, still playing. They're the winner of this one. Pittsfield, Massachusetts, so far the best team. They haven't lost yet. Got a manager who's been around for a long time. Congratulations and thanks for participating. South Burlington, Vermont, Saco, Maine, were the winners of the great state of Maine, their state champions. And all the 6 that made it up now head back, and we still have 4 left. So we'll start now with Cowles on the mound, bottom of the 2nd. James Baggs, the left fielder. And good pitch from Cowles. He came on in relief, did Pierce Cowles. I guess there may be some type of conversation going on in the other dugout given the pitch threshold. You have to win 3 consecutive days. Logan looks great. He's thrown 38 pitches. Of course, his last batter started at 35. If they took him out of the game, he'd be eligible to come back 2 days from now. However, there may not be a 2 days from now. What do you do?
I keep him in.
Keep him in.
It's too early. It's 3-0. Too early. Coles looked good right there. Did a nice job. Big inning for him. Hold him. Try to get to the top of the order next inning.
Isaac Moore in the right fielder. First pitch inside.
You mentioned earlier, Kyle, there's so many good teams that don't get here. And so many good players out there, Little League players that don't even get a chance to experience this. So, I mean, just getting here, the coaches, the parents, your organization is just so proud of you.
Well, you tell me. I always say that no matter what level of baseball you're playing, you need 3 elements if you want to win a championship. You need good players, you need good health, and you need good luck.
But you sure do.
So break that down. What percentage of each do you think you need? Or is it just 33.3 each?
Well, it depends. If you have a juggernaut, then obviously the luck.
The players.
Most of the time, Kyle, you are totally right. Sometimes it's the matchup. You avoid a matchup of a really good team. They get knocked off, and then next thing you know, you're in the game. So the luck is definitely involved as far as getting here sometimes. And
I mean, a good hop, bad hop. Weather plays a role. But injuries, we're seeing kids that hurt themselves. Then they come back. Somebody rolls an ankle.
Yep.
Foul at the plate, not caught, so Isaac Morin stays alive. Goes to Mountain View Middle School, 7th grader with a brother Kyle who's 16 years old. Swings and misses at that, so Cowles struck out 2 here. So how do you do this? You go through a district tournament, Dave, then you got to win the sectional. A lot of people that play Little League will say it's almost impossible to get out of our district depending on where you live. Then the state tournament. Then you step up to the regional, and then, of course, Williamsport in the World Series.
So these teams are battle-tested. It's so difficult to get here. So difficult.
You talk about Fairfield and this sort of conversation like, ugh, they're back. You realize they were saying that about you. Not only about your team, but it's Belial. Like, he's back.
That's right. And speaking of who's back is Mr. Strand. He's back, and boy, did he deliver the first time up.
In there for a strike. Ryan Strand homered to lead things off. Cowles acknowledges a little problem there with that hat. Every time he throws during a part of the season, his hat would fly off literally every pitch.
But he has flow.
He's got a lot of that.
Flow, though. And he's got it flow in this inning.
See what he does on a 3-1. Right back at him. His hat comes off. May have impacted him, and the ball is not fielded cleanly by Yates. I mean, literally, the hat may have gotten in the way of the baseball or his vision.
And it's the way he landed also. I agree with you. Watch how it lands. It gets in his way. He's more worried about, I think, the hat right there. And here comes the ball, the hat, everything's coming to his feet.
Can't see. He's not the first that we've seen have that situation present itself. We always say, well, tighten the hat up, pull it down tighter. This is Simmons who fouls one off.
Or get a haircut. That's the last resort, though, because there's more to life
more
than
important
baseball.
things,
You know
right?
what I'm talking?
I hear you.
Talking flow.
I hear you.
But right now, he's had a good inning, though. He's had a good inning.
That's what it looks like. Tilts. That one down. Another throw down to first. And Strand, who hit a homer and now reaches with an infield single. 2 for 2 is at first. It's fouled at the plate. Another one that plays Fortnite. He hunts and fishes. The Belial boys into Fortnite?
Fortnite. I can't even do things at home. Never mind get into a fort and do things. Oh my gosh.
No, Fortnite's a video game.
Oh, is it? Oh, I have no idea. That good. Good job, Coles.
Oh, I love it. Get into a fort. Let's build a fort.
My age.
Fortnite. You are the best. Welcome back, everyone, to the Little League World Series on ESPN. It is presented by Dick's Sporting Goods. And each of these regional sites try to do some neat things for the players that make it to those regionals. One of the things that the kids that come here get a chance to enjoy is a tour of ESPN, which is literally about 10 minutes from this field here. So all the kids from both the New England and Mid-Atlantic region teams got a chance to go over and tour the studios and meet some of the men and women that make ESPN go. Coventry, Rhode Island, Friday at 1 o'clock Eastern Time. We'll get the winner of this one. And then Saturday, our championship, Pittsfield, Massachusetts against question mark. That was a good inning, as you mentioned, from Pierce Cowles. Nothing across. And now 8-9-1 due up for Fairfield as they try to get something going against Logan Simmons, who's issued just one walk in 2 innings. He has struck out 6. Hugh Gusson's the third baseman. Even though we pronounce it Gusson, his nickname is Goose.
Goose. You need your bottom of your lineup to come through all the time, all throughout the tournament they have.
Mentioned that there were some guys who refused to wear the red socks. This is one of them. You don't see any red there, do you?
Oh, he's got a low.
Yankee guy not wearing red socks. Refuses to do it.
He's in my draft. Love his stance.
He's into it, and now he has run the count full to 3-2.
Fairfield needs to put a little pressure on Simmons. He's in his comfort zone right now. Need to get some base runners.
There's a walk, so another walk issued, and the second of the game for Logan Simmons. Here comes Eli Balkin, and the great part about Eli Balkin, his dad's a coach, and inside the lid of the hat, rather than say, get a win, let's go, he writes, have fun before every Little League season.
That's awesome.
Perfect message for every player. The idea is to have fun. When you have fun, you play better.
Yeah, and you flip that hat, you see that? That's a great idea right there.
All right, 1-1 as Logan Simmons. The pitch count starts to climb a little bit here. With all those strikeouts, that's sort of the curse of the strikeout. You're throwing
good point, Kyle. Definitely. Doesn't take much time to deliver. He's back on that mound, and here it comes again. You got to be ready. You got to be set.
1-2. Really good combination, though, between Simmons and Braden Lambert, his catcher. He has not let many, if any, balls go to the backstop because he's thrown so effectively. Framed it, didn't get the call.
So we've had 2 great at-bats by the number 8 and 9 hitters here. Both of them reaching the counts of 6.
Good pitch, another strikeout as it's held on to by Braden Lambert. And he has retired 7, and all of them via the strikeout.
You see how hot it is out there. This guy's working up a sweat, but doing his job for his team. Focused.
A little different sensation for Fairfield, Connecticut. You kind of roll through your, regional, your states and your districts. You get here, they were thrown a perfect game in their first game. They actually had a double, but the runner missed first base, so he was called out. So they didn't get a hit, didn't have a base runner in that game. They have not gotten a hit yet today. Competition gets cranked up a little bit.
So does the pitching. I was at that performance by Tommy Turner against them.
Yeah.
And it's showing up, and you're all ready to go, and you get to see Tommy Turner throwing 95 miles an hour. But they responded. They had a great game. They need to respond right here also. Don't let it get to the 5th and 6th. Do it now.
Good count, 3-1 for John Morris. All right, ball 4, a tying run's going to come to the plate. And Logan Simmons, in spite of the fact that all outs have been via the strikeout, he's starting to lose a little bit of that strike zone. And that'll get a little meeting on the mound because of it.
Hey, I'm just coming out here to calm you down. Okay, slow down, relax. Okay, you're doing fine. You're still throwing strikes. You're still striking kids out. Okay? Now you can give these guys something to do. They're getting bored out there, so give them something to hit. All right? You're doing fine. Just come up here, slow down. Everything, you're rushing everything. Okay, you're starting to go too quick. Just slow down, that's all. Okay, buddy? All right, let's go. Come on. Let's go.
Ready, gentlemen?
Is that what you saw?
Perfect message. Perfect message. He was rushing. Wasn't giving himself time to just take a deep breath and refocus. I know he likes to work quick, but there's something good about a deep breath.
Here's Coles now up, and he swings wildly at the first one. He struck out in the first inning. That was the inning in which Logan Simmons struck out John Morris, Coles, and then Yates. 1, 2, 3 to start the game. Good swing there, but it's fouled back. Now you're set up for a good breaking ball if you want to throw that, Dave. 0-2.
Definitely do not throw a strike here. Keep it away. My ball. Good job by Coles, too. Coles is a good hitter. He's got a lot of power.
He'll appeal to first. Did he go? No, says the first base umpire. So an extra life there for Pierce Coles.
Simmons has made a couple good pitches. Try to keep it a little closer to the plate.
Outfield, especially left, very shallow. There's a good pitch and a swing and a miss. Another strikeout. Logan Simmons picks up his 8th.
Yeah, a little extra giddy up on him. A little extra giddy up. He reached back and threw a perfect pitch with a lot of momentum behind it.
Here's Charlie Yates, breaking ball high, ball 1. Feel like for Fairfield, they need to get something here. They got to get a run, got to get a bat on the ball. Haven't had a ball in play yet. Just the walks.
Man, is he pounding that zone. Such a competitor. You can just tell him by his demeanor. He's back on that mound. He has a purpose right now. Get into the dugout and take this. Nice fight right there. We are up to 64 pitches, though, so there is, I guess if it's a light at the end of the tunnel, he will not go the distance.
Inside to Charlie Yates. You mentioned the new bats that are being used by Little League this year. A lot tougher to hit a home run on. A little softer. There's not as much reflex on that bat. Charlie actually would be one of those kids that I'd rather use a wood bat. This one's a little bit more like a wood bat, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It sure is. And it makes for a better game. Put the ball in play a little more, rather than you see those majestic home runs or those line drives that end up in the woods. Now they're more playable with the outfield. I've seen more outfield play in this tournament than I did the previous 3 years.
Catching balls instead of watching it go over the wall. Yeah.
And all those things you practice, Kyle, ball hits the fence or rolls to the fence, hit your cutoff or throw to the bag. There's a lot more decisions that are being made with these new bats. You get a better brand of baseball. And safety, too. Here's a big moment. We got him juiced up, 2 outs.
4 walks, 8 strikeouts in the game. Odd line for a pitcher, but that's where we're at with Logan Simmons. Every out he's gotten have come via the strikeout, and all the base runners now loaded have reached via a walk. Big spot for Robbie Donahue.
Put a nice swing on that last one.
And again, Simmons gets ahead 1-2.
Lefty on lefty, tough matchup, especially with Simmons coming from that angle from the side.
70 pitches. Here comes 71. That one is popped up to right field. Does anyone get him over there? Morin can't get it. It drops. 1 run comes in. 2 are in and held up at third. Now Fairfield on the board with second and third. That ball, good effort by Isaac Morin out there in right. But on the first ball put in play by Fairfield, they cut the lead to 1.
All it takes is 1. And Robbie Donahue put a charge in this ball. What an effort by Morin out there. But a big hit at a big moment. Right back in the game is Fairfield. There's a happy boy. Get that team. And Mom, we got some sign language going on over there. Awesome.
So Yates is at third. Donahue is at second. For the first time today, we're seeing smiles on the kids from Connecticut. And now Timmy Demizio. A ball one to start this at bat.
Amazing, Kyle. One hit. You see momentum just change, expressions change, demeanor change.
You know, he got ahead of just about everybody that inning. And a blue pit. This is the 36th pitch of the inning. And a little late is Timmy Demizio. So second and third, 1-run ball game, 2 outs.
Simmons doing a good job of blocking out that last pitch.
Little high 2-2, and just amazing how quick we've gone to 75 pitches.
Unbelievable. Look up there, 75.
Fouled off at the plate, and Braden Lambert unable to hold on to it. Now we've got a little piece of Braden, so he's going to take a little walk here. Hit him right on the foot.
Good piece of hitting by Demizio. Following off that tough pitch.
Oh, inside of that right knee.
Tough kid. Tough catches.
2-2. Yates waiting for a ball to get by a catcher. Off speed in there for a strike. Good pitch. And a real good battle. And now we ourselves a real good game. Logan Simmons picks up his 9th strikeout. He has thrown 77 pitches. Fairfield, Connecticut finds a little life, and it's a 1-run game.
Chris Cotter back in studio, Midwest region earlier today. Des Moines taking on Pittsburgh, and you go to the top of the third, they're juiced no longer. Iowa's Blake Larson with the grand slam. Iowa goes on to win 14-0. They'll play Minnesota tomorrow. Carl, David, back to you guys.
Thank you very much, Chris. Appreciate it. We got our huge day here. 3, 5, 7, and 9. Idaho, Montana, Ohio, Kentucky, Maryland, Pennsylvania. And we cap it off with Hawaii and Nevada. Always a powerhouse team. Hawaii, that's 9 o'clock Eastern time as we are into the elimination games. And, of course, championship Saturday. We've got a couple of teams from the United States side already in, a whole host of teams from the international side, and it's a really, really good field. Should be a terrific Little League World Series this year.
Terrific. My 4 boys and I, that's what we do. We love this time of the year. We've got to tune into ESPN.
Number 11.
Throw the clicker away.
Oh, throw it away.
No Fortnite.
No.
We're not building forts.
No, really. You throw it away deep if the Yankees are losing. No Fortnite.
Oh, your boys.
So that's what my kids are playing all the time. I'm just wondering,
you
they have the head. There you go. Now it all makes sense. It's Fortnite.
Wait till you see Jimmy will be like, yeah, Dad, that's what I'm doing. Braden Lambert fouls out at the plate. We got a new game here, Dave, and boy, I can't get over how quickly
You got a great game.
Logan Simmons got to 77 pitches, so we're absolutely going to get into the bullpen. And for Connecticut, that's got to be a good feeling. New Hampshire very confident in all the arms, but Simmons was doing so well. All of his outs have been via the strikeout, and yet it's a 3-2 game.
And Charlie Yates has done a tremendous job since coming in.
Slow roller. Here's Yates. Tough hop. Throw to first. Not in time. That ball crawled up his arm, and he was unable to throw out Braden Lambert.
That's an infield hit all the way. Slow hit ball. It's a great try out there. Nice play by Charlie Yates. Beautiful.
Number 22,
Beautiful.
Cam
Nothing you can do. Just a clean base hit right there. Clean base hit.
Here's the big bat of Cam Hyzak, third baseman, walked and scored in the first.
Pierce looks confident in the mound right now.
Called strike. It's a good matchup.
This is a good matchup.
Big time hitter in Hyzak, who hit that grand slam against Vermont. Didn't miss by much. Another throw down to first. I think Dizzy just gets a little bored behind the plate. Let that arm go.
Do not want to make a mistake. A lot of power. He's a patient hitter. Keep it to the outer half.
Good pitch. Jammed him, and down goes Hyzak. Cowell's been outstanding since he has come in. Focused on fun, fitness, and fundamentals, the Little League journey starts with T-ball. Visit littleleague.org/T-ball for our free 10-week practice plan to keep the youngest Little Leaguers moving, having fun, learning the games of baseball and softball. They got him in a rundown. Oh, safe at second base on a close play. That was executed pretty well by Fairfield American. Take another look at that.
Finally, DeMizio got his wish. And he snapped it down there.
Donahue had to clear himself from the runner to throw it. I think that's going to be a really good call by our second base umpire, Stephen Kohler, out of Princeton Junction, New Jersey. That foot, I think it may have gotten in there. That glove missed the right foot of Lambert, but we'll take a much closer look at it.
But look at the position perfectly right there. I think he may have got this call right.
It is under review as you see that foot get in there, and the question is, does that glove hit that right leg? Maybe Timmy D, dizzy behind the plate, knew something. It's very, very close.
It's very, very close. And now, I don't know if it's a fact or not, but Lambert, you know, when he drifted off that bag, he may have wanted him to throw that ball. You know, because he drifted off a little further than all his other runners, so he may have tried to time it, throwing to first. I get the impression that he may have wanted to take off to second base and try to, almost like a delay steal, knowing that he's thrown over there so many times. But I'd be interested to talk to the coach about that, but I think that may have been a planned play. If he throws it down there, take off, you know. But well executed. Well executed.
Yes, I'm right here. We have a roll.
And like you mentioned, Donahue did a nice job of avoiding the runners, stepping.
Yeah, the throw took Robbie basically to the foul territory off first base. Then he had to take 2 steps to get away from the runner Lambert going down to second.
Right.
Made a good throw. Got a good tag from Yates.
The call was safe. Yes, I'm right here.
And Yates gave him the right angle at second base. He was on the inner half of the bag. Rather than being directly in front of the runner on the bag, he was on the inside, so it was well executed.
So, are we confirming this play? It's a say off. They're challenging the call at second base.
Well, the challenge here is you don't have as many cameras as you do in Williamsport, but the other part of it, that's a really close play. Let's see what the video review shows. Originally called safe. Stay safe.
Nice call. Nice call, Blue.
So Lambert stolen base. He moves into scoring position with 1 out. And Will Perkowski. 1-0, now 2-0. Lesson there for you, Coach. Perkowski had that ball hit, foul ball rolling down the third baseline. It was on the grass, but he didn't move. If that ball happened to go back into fair territory, he's not moving.
He's not moving. Now, I don't know if he hit his foot or not, but he's still going to move.
2-1 right field, fairly deep. Morris is out there. Lambert at second will tag. And now the throw comes back in. I'm not sure if J-Mo out there knew there was 2 or 1 out. In any event, good play, and he throws it back in, so 2 down.
Perkowski got a pitch he liked, and he drilled it the other way. Good tag right there. Very good tag by Lambert. Now, pass ball, wild pitch, get yourself in positions. A couple ways you can score here.
Max Ouellette swings at the first pitch and fouls it off into the seats here at the Giamatti Little League Leadership Training Center. Whole bunch of fields. They hold a whole bunch of camps here all season long. That's why I was mentioning it wasn't just the players that played on Little League teams that have come through here. George Springer has come through here. The Ravitch boys have actually spent some time here at the Giamatti Training Center. Sure.
Awesome.
Summer camp.
And don't forget all the great girls softball that's played out of here.
Ouellette singled his first time up, fouled a couple off here in this at bat, and sends this one skyward. May land on our roof here. Right back over our heads. On the ground, past the third baseman, a big RBI for Max Ouellette with 2 strikes. He drives in Braden Lambert and a tack-on run to make it 4-2 New Hampshire.
Clutch hit, 2 outs, man on third. Momentum seemed to be going the other way, and he gets the momentum back on his side. Max doing a good job turning on a fastball and drilling it to left field. Good job, Max.
Second RBI for Max. Here's a quasi-liner that is caught. That was Alex Magis who hit it. He's retired, but they do get another run. We're halfway through here at the Little League World Series. It's 4-2 New Hampshire. Can't wait for it. August 16th, Thursday, the Little League World Series in Williamsport, Pennsylvania begins. We'll be there through the 26th. Crown a champion on Sunday. That's the Little League World Series complex in all its glory. Nestled in the valley, Volunteer Stadium, and of course Lamity Stadium with that famous hill. Already 7 of the 8 international tickets have been punched. Canada will have its championship game on Saturday. Congratulations to the team from Houston, Texas and Peachtree, Georgia. Both champions, and they're both on their way to Williamsport, Pennsylvania. Saturday is championship Saturday for us. We will crown 6. And as a result, 16 teams go. The entire crew going back there again. Kyle Peterson will be there, David Ross, Jessica Mendoza, Dave Fleming, Julie Foudy. Belial, we know, is going to just have the remote, throw it away. He's locked in.
And the voice of Little League Baseball, Kyle Ravitch,
will
be there.
Yeah, big voice.
The voice.
Turn that audio down. Let's just watch. That's how it works. I understand. I understand.
They're the best.
Gavin McGuire leads things off, Dave. He is one of the 4 that started as a substitute. And right back up the middle, off the glove. Oh, nice play there by Logan Simmons. It took his glove off. And the ball stayed right there, and the lefty got up and threw him out.
Right here. Staying with this ball. Knocking it down. That was blasted.
Number 7, Liam Grady.
That's a hit every other day. But Logan Simmons, the athlete, makes the play. Now Liam Grady. That's a high ball. Call for a strike. 0-1.
You got a good game, Kyle. A little spunk right now with Fairfield.
That one's a little high. And again, now we're starting to get into that, is this the last batter territory, as he's thrown 81 pitches, 85. And you're coming out of the game. That one's down.
Finish strong. Deserve to finish strong. Keep doing what you're doing. And then hand the ball off to your buddy. He'll do the job. That's what you're thinking. Nice battle right here. Liam's putting up a good fight. I'm not ready. Hold on here. I'm not ready. Good boy.
Play it in the hands of the pitcher there.
That's right.
Logan
Slow
gets
down.
it, throws it.
Slow down.
Interrupt a rhythm. Big pitch. That one is blooped to right. It's going to get down for a hit. McGuire hit it hard. He was retired. Then Liam Grady bloops one into right. He's aboard.
Job, Liam. Going the other way with it. Asking for time. He was not ready. And then be able to have the patience and go the other way. But nice job, son.
So this will be the last batter for Logan Simmons. And it looks like he's going to, instead of facing Jude Gusson, who's now gone in as a pinch runner, he's going to face Dustin Walters. Good line from Dustin Walters as part of the questionnaires that ESPN sends out. They ask if he has any famous relatives. So Dustin said, well, I don't, but my grandma's name is Barbara. So does Barbara Walters count?
There you go. There you go.
Impressed with McGuire, who came off the bench there, having watched the first 3 innings, hit a shot back up the middle. See if Dustin Walters can do the same.
And this will be his last batter.
In there for a strike. He has struck out 9, allowed only 2 hits. And one just misses. On the ground, that one is smothered over there by the shortstop. What a heck of a play by Ryan Strand, but there was nowhere to throw it. And let's give credit to the team of 13 here for Connecticut. Gavin McGuire hit it hard. He comes off the bench. Dustin Walters comes off the bench, and he delivers a single.
What a nice try by Strand. Good job by Dustin. Off the bench to deliver a big hit. Nice job, Simmons.
Big part of the game here, Dave. We got a pitching change. Connecticut's got 2 on. Go-ahead run comes to the plate. New pitcher in. Well, quite a performance from Logan Simmons, who is mixing in that breaking ball with some heat that had them chasing. Struck out the side in the first inning. He struck out 3 more in the second inning, and the pitch count started to climb. So did the strikeout total. He ends up with 9 strikeouts, and he leaves with a 4-2 lead. He's responsible for the 2 runners on as we have a pitching change now. Logan Simmons moves to center field. Pitched a really good game, got his team a lead, and now Timmy Donahue comes off the bench, and the first pitch he sees from Max Ouellette is called a strike. Ouellette's had himself a terrific game offensively with 2 hits and 2 RBIs, and now he's trying to make sure it stays a 4-2 lead. This one has popped up and out of play.
Comes out firing, comes out throwing strikes. Great form.
Keeps something off, it gets away, heading to third base. Here's the throw, not in time. Liam Grady.
But a great try by Lambert here. This is a very difficult pitch to block. But he slides, hustles, grabs it, and makes a play at third base. A lot closer than it should have been.
Dustin
All because
Walters.
of Lambert. Watch this, Kyle. That's an effort right there. Gets his body in front of it. Watch how quickly he shifts and throws and makes it a very close play. Gotta love the effort of these kids.
Dustin Walters down there at first, Dave, did not advance to second on the pass ball or on the throw down. So instead of having 2 runners in scoring position for Timmy Donahue, just a runner at third. That one to first, and it's smothered over there. Nice job by Will Perkowski. And now the runner goes to second, 2 down.
A big out registered there by Max. Getting some good defense from his fellow mate over there at first base. Did a nice job holding the runner.
All the substitutes have gotten an at-bat. All of them. McGuire, Walters, Donahue hit the ball hard in this inning. 3 of them. All of them got bat to ball. And now we're back to the top of the order. A big spot for John Morris.
In the order, Rover. Here come your boys.
John's dad played football at Penn with Mark DeRosa, who we get a chance to see all the time on MLB Network. And J-Mo, John Morris at the plate, quarterback on his youth football team. Good swing at it. But behind 1 and 2.
Roulette still throwing fastballs and elevating the ball until they can hit it.
Called strike 3. They strand runners at second and third. So they threaten but don't get anything across. And Max Ouellette, who's done a great job with the bat, does a good job with his arm. Stranding a couple. 3.5 in the books. We're back. Sunday night baseball. Wrigley Field. The Cubs play host to Bryce Harper and the Nats in the final of a 3-game weekend series. We'll start it all at 7 o'clock Eastern Time on ESPN. Join us for Baseball Tonight's Sunday Night Countdown. Both streaming live on the ESPN app. Washington Nationals currently playing, and no Bryce Harper in that one. A little banged up knee. Washington begins today. 6 games back in the East, 5.5 back in the wild card. They got 6 teams ahead of them. Cole Hamels will go 2-0 and 0.80 2 ERA since joining the Cubs against Max Scherzer. How's that for a little pitcher's duel? Scherzer and Hamels Sunday. As we continue here, bottom 4, Goffstown, New Hampshire's got a 4-2 lead over a team from Fairfield, Connecticut. And Kias batting for the first time today. Gusson is way in at third. And Donahue's way in at first. Doesn't look like we're going to have any bunt there. Now 1 and 2.
Cole's done a nice job of settling his team down and giving them the innings they need right here. Keep him in the game.
Good. Thanks. Guess who just reached out to us on the old text?
Who's that?
Your boy, Aaron Boone.
Oh, super.
Slow roll to short, barehanded, tough hop. That thing twice now has come up and bounced, and Charlie Yates has had a hard time fielding it. He was going to try to make a barehanded play, another infield hit. Yeah, so because of your great accent, Boone's text was "Boys of Summer," and I knew exactly what that meant. That was a Belial reference.
I gotta tell you, Aaron Boone was something special. I got a chance to work up in Williamsport. Obviously, you work with him, and
for New Hampshire, number 5,
and he's the manager of the Yankees. Not only does he hit that home run in 2003 that sent me into orbit, but now he's managing the team I love, and I got the chance to work with him. I felt I had a little to do with that.
Yes. I think that you brought out what appealed to Brian Cashman just by sitting next to him and talking with him. You taught him a few things about baseball that he maybe didn't know, and it appealed to Cashman, and they hired him.
Yeah, if you can work with a French-Canadian broadcaster, you can manage the Yankees.
It's all part of it. There's got to be a communication level that Boone had with you, being able to decipher the things you're saying. Now you got to do that in a major league clubhouse. You're right.
That's right.
In any event, not only did you work with him and, as you say, get blown into orbit by the homer, he's watching you.
Did you have to add that pressure now?
No pressure.
Speaking of pressure, these boys are handling it with perfection here. We got a great ball game. Both teams are competing at the high level. We've seen great at-bats, good pitching, good defense.
1-2 to Will Patenod. That's strike 3 as it's held on to by Timmy Demizio. Good catch, so 1 down on the strikeout.
Number 9, Ryan
Now back to the top of the order. Ryan Strand led this game off with a home run. He's 2 for 2. He singled in the second. Good pitch in there for a strike.
The velocity's still right there for Pierce.
Oh, way off, and just no throw from Demizio, but Baggs was way off first base.
Nice job by Demizio not to release that ball. Just get him back there. Pierce has been making really good pitches. Right on the hands of Strand. Don't let him extend those arms. A very good hitter. Pierce got him the last time on an inside pitch.
Back up the middle. Ryan Strand 3 for 3 as it's fielded and thrown in quickly. But boy, has he been outstanding at the plate. And Mom very pleased with what's going on. That's Michelle. Ryan Strand, 3 hits and 3 at-bats.
3 great at-bats. Adjusting to the outer half and just drilling it up the middle. He's had a great game. Leaders, Simmons, Strand, 2 of the big leaders of this team, and they came to play, and they're leading their teams.
This is Simmons. As you get closer towards the 6th inning, of course, these games, 6 innings, you get a 4-2 lead with 1 out. Don't want to let it get any further away than 2 runs. We're now behind 3-0 to the number 2 hitter, Logan Simmons.
Simmons, like Strand's, very patient. He'll get on any way he can for his team, and he just did right there.
Yep, 4 pitches, 4 balls, bases loaded, and the number 3 hitter, Braden Lambert, coming to the plate.
Number 11, Braden Lambert.
It's a good visit right here.
We're good. We're good. All right. Let's turn 2 up the middle, boys. Hey, let's turn 2 up the middle. PFPs, right? Right? Let's work it. Just hit the glove. We're going to hit the glove. Relax. Hit the glove. Make the plays. Right? Are you ready for 2 up the middle? Ready, Charlie? All right, let's go. You get the ball, bag to first, all right? Any base. Relax. Nope. I want you to be on the grass right there. Hey.
They have a saying in Fairfield with this team, buckets win ball games, Dave. Just bucket after bucket of ground balls, high flies. They don't necessarily have that superstar individual player, so it's a complete team effort, and they wore out buckets of baseballs, and they need a ground ball now.
They sure do, and a good job by the coach to bring his infielders in. Know the situation, boys. Know the situation. Deflect all the attention away from the pitcher, and then remind the pitcher that you've got some good players behind you. Let's make the play.
Lambert's first pitch, he fouled it straight back. James Baggs down there at third base. That's a swing, strike 2.
Brady needs contact here.
Doesn't have it, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. Good job by Pierce Coles to get the 2nd out. And now your other veteran, if you will. Strand, Simmons, and this guy, Cam Hyzak, have all been here. Hyzak has 1 grand slam already here in Bristol. That came against Vermont. He's got a chance for another one with the bases loaded. Back up the middle, that's good for a hit. In from third comes Baggs. Here comes Simmons, and he's gonna score. Strand, I should say, 2 more runs and a 6-2 game.
The 3 amigos showing their leadership. Nice piece of hitting right there. Beautifully done. Absolutely beautifully done by Hyzak. Right up the middle, driving 2 runs.
That one came in hard, and it got Will Perkowski. He's going to go down to first base. And what's becoming a very big part of this game, they went from 4-2 to 6-2, still have the bases loaded after a hit by pitch. And circle that Cam Hyzak at bat.
Absolutely.
15,
knew it too, Kyle. I knew it just by the way he was coming up to the plate. He couldn't wait to get up there. Big situation for a big-time player.
And now, another guy that has got a couple of RBIs and 2 hits, Max Ouellette. He is currently the pitcher for Goffstown.
And he's had a good game. He's come in and settled his team as far as behind and on the mound, and at the plate he's delivered. So might be 3 amigos, but it's 3 amigos and all their friends.
Ouellette, strike 1.
And Pierce Coles has pitched very well. I know this inning's getting away from him here, but he's up to 77 pitches, getting a little tired, but he's still battling.
The 78th pitch of the game for Pierce Coles. Off speed on the ground. Flip to third in time. It was a race to third base between the runner and the ball. And it was won by the ball. Couple more, 6-2, we're through 4. New Hampshire on top. Goffstown, New Hampshire got things off to a fantastic start. Ryan Strand exits center stage, gave them a 1-0 lead, and then with the bases loaded, Cam Hyzak. 2 of the 3 amigos who were here last year, along with Logan Simmons, have all played a huge role today. And here is Simmons' effort. 9 strikeouts on the mound. He's moved into center field. And it looks like right now, Goffstown, New Hampshire's in a great position to advance to tomorrow's games. We take a look at our Honda game summary. We mentioned it at the top of the telecast. They were here last year. And Strand, Hyzak, and Simmons are back for more, and they have been the leaders today. 6-2 New Hampshire over Connecticut. As we head to the 5th inning of this one.
Number 8, Pierce Coles.
And Pierce Coles will lead things off. 2-3-4 due up for Connecticut. And the first pitch misses. So again, both these teams, whoever wins will have to win today. Then you got to win Friday. Then you have to win Saturday in order to get to Williamsport. On the ground to short. Fielded cleanly, and Coles retired. Nice job by Ryan Strand over there. Took his time with it for the out.
Max Willett still throwing the strikes. And Strand did make a nice play over there.
Little lip on the grass. We've seen that ball hit it and bounce up a couple times. He played it beautifully.
He really did. He's coming in on the ball. Not letting the ball play him. Nice job.
Now Charlie Yates. Strike one. Up 6-2, right? Your message to the pitcher is what? Throw strikes?
Throw strikes, but more important, relax. Tell him how good he's been. Absolutely, and he has been that good. He's doing a great job.
Little off-speed stuff. Ooh, did that thing come back and almost go fair? No. It's a call of the home plate umpire, and there was no call. Then the first base umpire said foul. That ball had some nasty spin on it and almost spun back into fair territory. So the count 1-2. Off-speed pitch. Look at the spin on this ball, Dave.
Right off the end of the bat.
And then it took a sharp left turn.
That's like 2 feet. Starts fair and then spins off.
That one is ripped to right field. It's going to get down. And a nice piece of hitting there by Charlie Yates. He reaches for the second time.
And Charlie, nice job to get your team going here. And getting, not only does he live with the hit, but at first base, he's trying to pump his teammates up, wake them up. Let's go. No quit. You come this far. Let's go.
Hey, Dave, Little League Grow the Game Grant Initiative has distributed over $2 million. At the local level, grant funding provides local Little Leagues resources for general improvement and to expand or establish softball challenger division and urban initiative programs. You want more information, we invite you to go to littleleague.org/grow the game. It's a good looking pitch. It's called a ball. After Yates reached, Robbie Donahue doubled his last time up. Chases one, foul tip into the mitt.
Getting to the late innings here. Fairfield's gotta help each other out. They scream a little louder. Let's hustle. Do those things that make us who we are.
Caught and no play at first base. That one also had some odd spin on it, but Ouellette, who's already shown himself to be a good fielder in center field, made a good catch there.
Well, the reason why these balls are having some strange spins on them because of his location of his pitches. On that one that went off the end of the bat, he changed his speed, and there he jammed the batter. So he's doing a great job at pitching. Very impressed.
Likes that pitch. He takes something off. It's like his changeup. Not a knuckleball, but he really takes something off of it as he threw his 20th pitch.
He's got a very easy delivery, too. This is what you need. You need depth in your pitching, especially to come out where they are right here. They're going to need that depth to come through.
2-1 to Dizzy. Timmy DiMizio, the catcher.
He just needs to get on. Need base runners.
There's another one. Center field. That one kicked off the center fielder, and everybody holds up. So first and second. Good battle here by the team from Fairfield, Connecticut. A couple of hits this inning from Yates and DiMizio, first and second with 2 down. And now Aiden Gooley, son of the manager, Jeff Gooley. 7 state titles since 2010, this team from Fairfield, Connecticut. 7.
Impressive.
First pitch, strike one. Gooley nods his head, says, yep, I can see that.
Looks locked in, Gooley.
So do you have that feeling you did the last time that Hyzak was up? Felt good?
Yeah, felt good. Good approach at the plate, good balance right here. He's looking for something over the middle of the plate. Good job. Good take.
Well, high, Liam Grady on deck. He singled his last time up. The A-Train, Aiden Gooley. Now in a good hitter's count, 3-1.
Mac's not giving in, though. Not going to give the middle of the plate, but now he has to deliver one. But be careful. See if he goes after your pitch.
This one is a short hopper, fielded, thrown over the first baseman's head. Run comes in, and they'll have runners at second and third. It's 6-3, I should say, but the tying run comes to the plate.
When do you see 3 balls
not hit hard at all
with spin like that? I mean, 2 jam shots and 1 at the end of the bat. Again, he made his pitch right on the hands. This one just gotta wave him, Isaac. It's amazing. Put the ball in play, and only good things can happen. That's what Fairfield's done this inning. I mean, they haven't been rockets, but they've been difficult plays for these infielders.
They haven't been rockets at all.
Oh.
They're barely
you
getting
can't practice
to the
that when you do it.
No.
You don't practice that. I mean, that's don't worry, son. Forget about it. Big moments. You just provided one.
Now this becomes another huge at bat for Liam Grady with 2 runners in scoring position.
Grady had a nice hit last time.
Sure did.
Very patient hitter. Asked for time last time. He looks comfortable. 2 ducks out there.
Look out. I'll tell you this, another observation, Little League early here. Look at where the outfielders are playing. Because of these bats, and now you're down the bottom of the order. It's not 9 infielders, but you're not scoring from second on
Pretty
a single.
close to it.
I mean, the outfield is so shallow.
Good observation, Kyle. I've seen that since the beginning of the tournament. I made that observation right when I sat here from this perspective. Oh my God, look at how shallow they're playing.
James Baggs out there in left. Simmons in center. Morin in right. Pop one over their head, you can bring 2 in and end up on second. On the ground to third, short hop. See about the throw this time. It's a little high, but some good extension from Will Perkowski.
Nice bounce back.
Chip away at it and get 1. 6-3, heading to the bottom of the 5th.
The Little League World Series on ESPN is presented by Dick's Sporting Goods. Every season starts at Dick's.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Little League World Series on ESPN. It's presented by Dick's Sporting Goods. Here in Bristol, elimination game in the New England region with David Belisle, Carl Ravitch. Fairfield, Connecticut, Goffstown, New Hampshire, 6-3 as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Ryle and really good team will get the winner of this one. And then Pittsfield, Mass, who haven't lost yet. They beat Rhode Island last night, put up a 10 spot. We'll get the winner of the Friday game. Both those Friday-Saturday games, 1 o'clock Eastern time. So we focused on the returning players, Strand, Hyzak, and Simmons. Look what they've done. 5 hits in 7 at-bats. A leadoff home run, a couple of RBIs for Hyzak. Good defensive play. Simmons, we're not talking about his pitching there, but he struck out 9 on the mound. He was a starter.
Ryan Strand, perfect day.
Jake Clardy, number 50, bats now. Got aspirations to be a surgeon. Like that, you get a chance to read all about what these guys want to do. Architect, GM of the Red Sox, surgeon, rapper. Fouled off at the plate.
I know we mentioned all those, we show those ex-ball players, Major League Baseball players that come here and experience Little League Baseball. We don't talk about the doctors, the lawyers.
Look out. He's okay. He's running down to first, sprinting down there. No, your point's well taken, Dave. Chance of being a surgeon is probably just as good as being a major league player, I imagine, right? Those are 2 very difficult professions to attain, but I imagine being a surgeon is probably easier.
Yeah, I wouldn't know either one.
Number 5.
I ended up in the booth with you.
That's brain surgery. Come on. That's brain surgery.
That's preparation.
Pitch goes to the backstop. Throw down to no
Nobody
one
there.
into center field, and Clardy will stay there. But some confusion by Fairfield. Nobody covered second base. And good job by Clardy, who came in off the bench. Got hit by a pitch and now moves to second base. Call it a wild pitch against Coles, as he will face his last batter. This will be his 85th pitch of the game. James Baggs does get a bunt down. Boy, foul though. Boy, what a good job, Baggs. He deadened that, softened that bat.
Hands out front. Nice try. Just spun off. Demizio flying out of there.
He was. He gets to it quick.
He does.
1-1. 2-1. So Fairfield's going to have to use its third pitcher, and they're going to have one more chance in the top of the sixth to come back. Baggs' feet were moving on that one. The hat fell off of the pitcher Coles.
That was a tough pitch. That was right on the hands. Exploding.
That's a strike three, and it's dropped by Demizio, so he advances to first. So Baggs at first. Clardy to third. New pitcher coming into the game for Fairfield, Connecticut. And another chance here for New Hampshire to add to their lead.
Good hustle by Baggs. Presence of mind. Saw that ball go by, and he flew to first base. Good hustle.
Right. So the kid that's pitching, that's in the bullpen.
He's going to first.
Guy in the bullpen, the batter coming
Hey,
up.
you need your glove? Where's your glove?
It's in my
All right. Need his glove, Robbie. You all right?
Focus.
You all right? You all right? It's all right, good.
The coach is trying to settle guys
Great.
here.
Corners. Gatto, you're in. Middle, let's turn two. We'll turn two.
Now at shortstop, number 8, Piers Coles. At second base,
Right, let's go. Hey, you're throwing to Demizio.
All right, so New Hampshire up 6-3, pitching change here, and we look forward to all that we'll see unfold in Williamsport.
We knew the Little Leaguers would be excited to meet the big leaguers and their heroes. This is something they will never forget.
All 16 teams have gathered here to see a big league game. And Bell cranks one. First pitch gone. A diving catch.
What a huge treat it is for the Little Leaguers and the Big Leaguers. August 19th, week from Sunday. The New York Mets, Todd Frazier, he of course won a Little League World Series with his team from New Jersey. He'll be there back in Williamsport. The Toms River Little League team, so many of his friends, and he's still in touch 20 years later. Michael Conforto of the Mets, who was on that Redmond North Little League team. Scott Kingery will be there with the Philadelphia Phillies. Made it to Williamsport, Phoenix, Arizona. And now years later, they're all going back, and those Little League teams get a chance to see a Major League Baseball game, and the Major Leaguers who didn't go to Williamsport get a chance to see what we're all spoiled by every summer in Williamsport. Always a great day, and it seems to be growing in its popularity. I know the Major League Baseball players are so looking forward to that. And Philadelphia is in a pennant race, leading the National League East. They and the Braves back and forth all year. And I know Frazier can't wait to get there. Look forward to that day, week from Sunday, Little League Classic. Isaac Moore in the number 9 hole hitter, first and third for New Hampshire. Nobody out, bottom 5. And down to second, uncontested goes Baggs, so second and third.
Feel in here.
Robbie Donahue's pitching, 5'5", 107. Infield way in, as you said. Strand is on deck. Then you got Simmons, Lambert, and Hyzak if you get to him. So he's got his work cut out for him. Threw that one behind Morin. He goes to first. Actually clipped him on the foot. And now we're in trouble.
Oh, we are in trouble now. Not for New Hampshire.
Number 9, Ryan Strand.
Ryan Strand left the yard. He is 3 for 3. Home run is first at bat, followed by 2 singles. He has scored a couple of runs.
Keep it there. Keep it there. Nice pitch. Keep it there.
Well, his best sports moment was 3 home runs in a game. He's got a chance to hit 2 here in Williamsport in a game. Keep his team alive.
Nice stop by Demizio. Beauty. Tough, tough, tough stop. That saved the run.
Set up and out. That's a tough part of the game too, Dave. Fairfield, Connecticut done so much to get to this point and realize, boy, we're running out of time.
No luck.
And now 3-1.
How about this? 3-1, bases loaded. You're 3 for 3. What are you looking for? Right down the pipe.
There it was. That one off the end of the bat. Left fielder Balkin. It drops in front of him. There's a force at every base. They go to third. Nothing there. They get a run, and nobody gets retired. Ryan Strand picks up his 4th hit of the game.
And it's going good. It's going good. Ryan, it's a hit. It's all good. Smile, son. It's all good.
Look at New Hampshire the last couple of games, Dave. They got 10 total runs. 20 now, 7 today, and they have caught fire. And now you got Logan Simmons up with the bases still loaded and nobody out.
No relief.
That one gets away. Here comes the runner from third. Bag slides in safely and everybody up to second and third. You didn't lose very often, but you could just feel the deflated nature right now of what's going on with Fairfield.
Yeah, you can, but you can also see the excitement and the confidence in New Hampshire right now. You really can. And I know we've been mentioning it. We see the graphics. These 3 boys that have returned, they're difference makers today.
This one to left, back goes Balkin. This time under it, makes the play. Runner tags, they'll throw to third. Another run comes in, 9-3 now. New Hampshire on top. Logan Simmons sacrificing an RBI.
Good piece of hitting, driving in another run, extending the lead. Another RBI for Simmons.
Number 11, Braden Lambert.
And now Braden Lambert.
Lambert's done a really nice job behind the plate for New Hampshire. Both for Simmons and Willett. They don't get enough credit, the catches, but they're the receivers.
Third base, look back the runner, throw to first, get the out there. Down to third base goes Ryan Strand. Hey, tonight after the West Regional Semifinal with Hawaii and Nevada, get Sports Center. Kevin Connor, Zuba Mahente have it for you. Full recaps from the debuts. This is an NFL night. Baker Mayfield on the field, Saquon Barkley on the same field, plus the latest on Deshaun Watson and Ryan Tannehill. And the top plays from the Little League World Series. Sports Center, 11 Eastern on ESPN, as well as the ESPN app. Cam Hyzak next up. First pitch called strike. New Hampshire team too, Dave. They lost their opener to Pittsfield, team that's unbeaten. But they had their bases loaded in the 6th inning.
I was at that game. It was shut out for about 5 innings, and they battled in the 6th. And they've continued that battle and kept that momentum. I remember mentioning to the coach, I saw him the day after that game. He says, Coach, use that momentum. He says, absolutely. And look what they've done. They've carried it here today. Really a team to reckon with. They're hot right now.
On the outside corner, Hyzak retired. Last chance for Connecticut. Need a huge rally as we come back to Bristol.
Chris Cotter in studio. Little League regional action continues. Coming up next, the young men from Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, getting set to take on Billings, Montana in the Northwest region. Carl, Dave, that's coming up next here on ESPN.
All right, Chris, looking forward to that. So that's part of our still 4 games set on the schedule. Ohio, Kentucky will be seen at 5 Eastern time. Dave and I back here for Berlin, Maryland, and Clinton County, Pennsylvania, 7 Eastern time, and then Hawaii and Nevada at 9 Eastern. Please join us. All games on ESPN and the ESPN app. Take them wherever you are. Last chance for Connecticut. And probably, think about it, the last batter for Max Ouellette.
Yeah.
Eligible to come back Saturday.
The way he's pitched. I'd love to have him on if I'm in the Saturday championship game. You got to think ahead, especially with a 9-3 lead.
He's gone. Good pitch. Jude Gusson retired first out of the inning. That was his 35th pitch. And on cue, the manager, Ryan Simmons, comes out.
Max, nice job. Very nice. Do that. Max, go to left. Have James go to right. Hey, Zeke, let's go, okay? Just throw strikes. 1 out. Just 1 out. Yeah, let's go, Zeke. Here we go. Focus, kid.
Simmons going to go to left. Alex Magis has come on to pitch.
What a job by Max Ouellette.
He was great.
You know, he did a great job for his team. Great job.
In right field, number 5, James Baggs. In pitching is number
It's Isaac Morin who's actually come in. Zeke Morin has come in to pitch. Magis stays at second base. And a little later tonight, Dave, Berlin, Maryland, and Clinton County, Pennsylvania. Clinton County, the last time we saw them in the Little League World Series, you know, there were 40,000 folks on the hill watching them. You were part of that.
I played against that.
Crazy, wasn't it?
40,000 people.
Talk about Maryland, you think about one dude. This has not been a region that's hit a ton of homers. 6 total. This guy, Owen Knurr, who we'll see later, has 4 of them. But not easy to hit a home run right now with the way the bats are. He's got 4 home runs.
Wow. Can't wait. Can't wait. Great matchup tonight.
Really, it's getting old, isn't it?
There's no bat he can't handle.
For people who are not familiar with it, so what did they change the bat so that the trampoline effect wasn't so great?
Well, you know, I just think it makes for a better game. There's a couple reasons why. Number one, it emulates kind of like the wood, and also, you know, safety reasons. It puts more balls in play, and it's been a great decision on their part.
First pitch, shot into right field. We have a play at first. There's the throw, but not in time. James Baggs again speaks to how shallow the outfield plays with these new bats. Tried to get Balkin out, but they can't, so he's aboard with 1 out.
Number 15, John
That's a good start right there.
Now John Morris popped up, playable. Second baseman went over, Magis to make the play, and they're 1 out away from moving on.
And they are 1 out away, and they played extremely well today. Extremely well. Confident, believing. Got a few good leaders on that team. Coach has done a marvelous job preparing them here, and now their psyche is in a perfect position.
Pierce Coles bats. First pitch on the ground. Foul ball.
And Zeke doing what he's supposed to do, throw strikes. No freebies.
As soon as we're done, we'll get you to Montana and Idaho on elimination day here on ESPN. That one is ripped to right field. That's getting way over the head of Baggs out there. Coles will go into second base, rounding third, and being held there at third base is Eli Balkin. So Pierce Coles ripped that one to right, and Connecticut stays alive.
Keep it alive. Beautiful swing the other way, driving it.
kids are not quitting.
Here's Charlie Yates with 2 down. This one to right center field. Simmons over there, calls it and makes the play. And that will do it as Goffstown, New Hampshire eliminates Fairfield, Connecticut. They win it by a final score of 9-3 to move on.
Congratulations, both teams. Fairfield, good ride. Made your community proud. Goffstown, the tradition continues. Good game, boys.
Goffstown, New Hampshire will take on Coventry, Rhode Island. That's our game tomorrow, 1 o'clock Eastern Time. Rhode Island and New Hampshire. Rhode Island suffered their first loss last night at the hands of Pittsfield, Massachusetts. Look forward to seeing you for that one. And we look forward to seeing you again later tonight with a Mid-Atlantic elimination game. For David Belisle, I'm Carl Ravitch. For our entire crew here, we'll see you soon from Bristol, Connecticut. Now to San Bernardino, California for more action.